Good morning, Santosha yogis. Welcome to my living room. Today I have a special morning yoga stretch prepared for you, so you can get into something comfortable, get comfortable on your mat. You won't need any props for our practice today. Just begin in a nice tall seat. And start to really feel heavy in your hips, your thighs. Start to root down. Feel free to close your eyes here. Just settling into your day. Take a few deep breaths. Start to breathe deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth. Starting to calm your mind. Stop worrying about the day ahead, your to-do list. And just be here for yourself in this moment. Starting to sit up a little bit taller. Draw your shoulders back and down away from your ears. Lengthen the back of your neck. Deepening each breath. And I'll invite you now, if you'd like, to set an intention for your practice today. Your intention can be anything that you're working towards, but I'll encourage you just for today, make your intention simply to have a good day. So just choose right now in this moment that today is going to be a good day. As simple as that. A lot of times we overcomplicate things, think a little bit too much about things, allow the day to get away from us before we even set an intention. But today I'll invite you simply to choose to have a good day. Visualize what that looks like to you, as vague or as specific as you'd like. And take 3 deep breaths all together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it go. 2 more, great big inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Last one, deepest breath of your day so far. Great big inhale. And exhale, let it go. Slowly, gently blink your eyes back open. We'll move into our first stretch. So we'll stay seated on our mats. We'll just take a couple neck circles here. So sitting up nice and tall, draw your shoulders back and down away from your ears. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Keep this in your shoulders. And just slowly start to drop your chin to your chest. Getting a nice stretch in the back of your neck. Drawing your shoulders back. On your next inhale, draw your right ear over top of your right shoulder. As you exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear over left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Keep moving like this with your breath. Waking up your neck. On your next inhale, draw your right ear to your right shoulder and pause here. Relax both shoulders down away from your ears. Allow your left shoulder to grow heavy. Maybe you'll feel a little bit more of a stretch in your left side of your neck. If you'd like a little bit more, you can reach your left fingertips down and away from your body. A few deep breaths here. Next exhale, come back to center. We'll move to the other side. So left ear to left shoulder. Relax both shoulders down. Allow your right shoulder to become heavy. If you'd like a little bit more, you can stretch your right fingertips down and away from your body. Breathe here. Next exhale brings you back to center. On your inhale, slowly, gently look up. Come back to a neutral neck, neutral spine. And we'll move through some shoulder circles. So on your next inhale, draw your shoulders forwards and up towards your ears. As you exhale, draw your shoulders back and down. Inhale, forwards and up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, draw your shoulder blades together and then down. Keep moving like this with your own breath. Starting to wake up your joints. Maybe you're super crunchy, that's okay. So wherever you are, we'll do one more together. So great big inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, relax. Come forward to all fours. Move through some cat-cows. So coming forward to all fours, make sure your hips are stacked over your knees. Shoulders are stacked over your wrists. Spread your fingertips wide. On your next inhale, lift your tailbone, drop your belly down, pull your heart forwards, look up, cow pose. On your next exhale, draw your tailbone down, round through your spine, tuck your chin to your chest, cat pose. Inhale, lift your tailbone, drop your belly down, look forwards and up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, round through your spine, draw your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift your tailbone, drop your belly down, pull your heart forwards, look up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone down, round through your spine, tuck your chin to your chest. Keep moving like this in your own time, with your breath. Making up your spine. Connecting to your breath. As you continue to move through your cat-cows, feel free to start to take any organic movements here. So stay in any sticky spots. Maybe start to sway your hips side to side. Maybe start to make some big circles with your hips. Just do whatever feels good in your body this morning. We'll be here for a couple more breaths. Let's take a few more cat-cows. After your next exhale, return to a neutral spine, tabletop position. Bring your knees together to touch, feet together to touch. Tuck your toes under, so your big toes are touching. Then send your hips back towards your heels. Bring yourself up, right to a seated position. Make sure all your toes are pointed forwards. We won't be here long. If this is a little bit too much, you can place a blanket or a block or a pillow between your heels and your bum. Once again, we won't be here long. Just sitting on our toes, waking up our feet. Draw your arms behind you, clasp your hands behind your back. Draw your shoulders back. Then start to draw your knuckles down towards the mat. Then draw your thumbs away from your tailbone. Lift your chest, maybe look up, and take 3 deep breaths here. Release the grip, shake out your hands. We'll do one more. Let's bring your hands back behind you and switch the grip. So the opposite thumb on top should feel a little bit weird. And draw your shoulders back, draw your knuckles down towards your mat, then draw your thumbs away from your tailbone, lift your chest, maybe look up, 3 deep breaths here. After your last exhale, release the grip, shake out your hands, and the best part, come forward to your hands, untuck your toes, tap the tops of your feet on the mat. Should feel really nice. So you can keep tapping for as long as you like. From here, we're going to move into melting heart very quickly. Just start to keep your knees together, but walk them back a little bit. Walk your hands forward. Start to melt your chest down towards the mat, keeping your hips stacked over your knees. So lift your tailbone up, melt your heart down. Just gently waking up your shoulders here. If your shoulders are a bit stiff or you feel any pinching, bring your hands a little bit wider apart. Or you can bend both elbows if that's still too intense. And just take a few deep breaths here. On your next inhale, bring yourself all the way back up to all fours. Tuck your toes under, bring your hands a little bit wider apart than shoulder distance. Press your hips up and back for your first downward dog. So bend your knees here, lift your hips up. We'll be here for a few deep breaths. Lift your hips up. Press into your palms like you're pressing the front edge of your mat away. See if you can lift your tailbone up a little bit higher. Broaden your shoulder blades. Glide your belly closer to your thighs. Maybe allow your heels to grow a little bit heavier. Relax your neck. Feel free to pedal out your legs here or just remain in stillness. On your next inhale, look towards the top of your mat, bend your knees, then slowly take as many baby steps as you need to get to the top of your mat. Make sure your feet are hip-width distance apart. And then find yourself in a nice forward fold. So keep a generous bend to your knees. Relax your head, relax your neck. Maybe grab hold of opposite elbows and sway side to side here. Warming up your hamstrings. Warming up your spine. Feel free to take any movements here that feel good. This is your practice, your body. My words are just a guide. On your next inhale, lift yourself up halfway to a flat back position. Exhale to bow and fold. Your next inhale, slowly start to curl yourself all the way up to standing, one vertebra at a time. Find yourself here in Tadasana, mountain pose. So once again, your feet are about inner hip width distance apart and parallel. Spread your toes wide, press your feet into the mat. Engage your legs. Think about lifting your kneecaps up. Then slightly draw your tailbone down. You should feel your abdominal muscles engage here. Keep all that. Flip your palms to face forward. Spread your fingertips wide. Draw your shoulders back and down away from your ears. Lift your chest. Tuck your chin to lengthen the back of your neck. And breathe here. Strong Tadasana pose to start your day. Keep everything engaged here. 2 more deep breaths. On your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead, palms touch. As you exhale, bow and fold into your forward fold. Inhale lifts you up halfway to a flat back position. Exhale, bow and fold. Plant both hands down on the mat. Step both feet back to plank pose, top of a push-up. Option always to lower your knees here. Hug your elbows in by your sides, keep them there. And slowly, with control, lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Keep your hands firmly planted on the mat directly beneath your shoulders. And on your next inhale, pull your heart forwards and up, baby cobra. We'll do 2 more like this. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, heart forwards and up, cobra. Maybe come up a little higher this time. Exhale, back down. 3rd one, last one. Inhale, up to cobra. Option to come up a little higher. Stay here for a couple deep breaths. As you exhale, gently lower back down. Tuck your toes under. Press yourself up and back to downward dog. Look forward to the top of your mat. Inhale as you step your feet forwards. Exhale to bow and fold. Inhale, lift you up halfway, flat back position. Exhale, bow and fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, palms touch. Exhale, hands down through heart center and down by your sides. Let's keep going. Inhale, arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale to bow and fold. Inhale, lift you up halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant both hands down on the mat. Keep your left foot where it is. Step your right foot to the back of your mat. Lower your back knee. Make sure your front knee, your left knee, is stacked over your left heel. Your left shin is vertical. Bring your hands to rest on your thigh. And gently bring yourself up to a low lunge. Breathing here. Think about drawing your left hip back, bringing everything into center, and see if you can come up a little bit taller. You can leave your hands where they are, working on your balance, or you can start to reach your fingertips up overhead, lifting your chest. Look up and breathe here. Reach your fingertips up, relax your shoulders down. Draw your thumbs back. 3 deep breaths. On your next exhale, bring your hands back down to rest on your thigh and gently walk your left foot towards the outer left edge of your mat. Turn your left toes slightly off your mat. Plant both hands on the mat on the inside of your left foot for the lizard pose. Send your hips forwards and down. Lift your heart forwards and up. So you can keep your left foot planted on the floor, or you can lift your left toes up, roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Breathe here. Option to lower down to your forearms if that feels good to you. You can also place your left hand on the inside of your left thigh. Or if you'd like to go a little deeper, you can bend up your right leg, reach your left hand back, grab a hold of your right foot with your left hand. Think about sending your hips forwards and down wherever you are, lifting your chest, and breathe here. Feel free to take any movement here that feels good to you. So we're not statues. We're just finding some gentle morning stretches here that feel good. If you've got a hold of the foot, you can gently release the foot. Start to walk your left foot back to center. Bring it in between your hands. And start to shift your hips back for half splits pose. So lifting your left toes up towards the ceiling. Make sure your right hip is stacked over your right knee. And then flex your left toes back towards your face. Press your left heel down into the mat. So take a gentle bend to your left knee. Press your left heel down into the mat. And without moving your heel, draw your left hip back and down. Pull your heart forwards and up. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you start to melt your chest down towards your thigh. Keep that leg active. Keep your toes flexed. Keep breathing. On your next inhale, come forwards. Plant both hands on the mat. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. Step your left foot back, plank pose. Once again, option to lower down to your knees. Keep your elbows tucked in. Slowly, with control, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, lift you up to cobra. Exhale, brings you back down. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward dog. Look towards the top of your mat. Inhale as you step forwards. Exhale to bow and fold. Inhale, lifts you up halfway. Exhale, bow and fold. Bend your knees, lift with your legs. Inhale, come all the way back up to stand, palms touch. Exhale, hands down through heart center and down by your sides. On your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale as you bow forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow and fold. Plant both hands down on the mat. Step your left foot back. Lower your left knee. Make sure your right knee is stacked over your right heel. Right shin is vertical. Bring your hands to rest on your thigh. Bring yourself up to a low lunge. So once you're here, think about drawing your right hip back, pull everything in, come up a little higher, a little taller. Option to stay here, or you can reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. So reach your fingertips up, relax your shoulders down. Draw your thumbs back, maybe look up, and take 3 deep breaths here. After your third exhale, bring your hands back down to rest on your thigh. Heel toe your right foot to the outer right edge of your mat. Toes can fall off the mat. And bring both hands down to the inside of your right foot. Send your hips forward and down. Pull your heart forwards and up. Breathe here in lizard pose. So you can keep your right foot planted, or you can lift your toes. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot if that feels better to you. Option to stay upright. You can come down to your forearms, your elbows. Same options on this side. So try to match what you did on the other side, but also keep in mind our bodies are different on each side, and just do whatever feels good to you here today. So once again, right hand to right thigh, maybe bend up your back knee, reach your right hand up and over, grab a hold of your back foot. free to stay in stillness or find some gentle movement here. If you've got a hold of the back foot, you can gently release the foot. Come back forward to lizard pose. Then walk your right foot back in between your hands. Shift your hips back for your half splits pose. So once again, your left hip this time is stacked over your left knee. Take a gentle bend to your right knee. Use that to press your right heel down into the mat. And flex your right toes back towards your face. So keeping that leg active, draw your right hip back and down. And pull your heart forwards and up. Breathe here or start to fold over your leg. On your next inhale, come forward to your lizard pose. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee, step your right foot back to meet your left, plank pose. Once again, option to lower the knees. Also, option to lower halfway to chaturanga. Pull forward to up dog if that's in your practice. For the rest of us, keep your elbows tucked in by your sides. Slowly, with control, lower down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lifts you up to cobra. Tuck your toes. Exhale, push yourself up and back to downward dog. Look forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, walk forwards. Exhale, bow and fold. Inhale, lift you up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to come all the way up to standing, palms touch. Exhale, the hands down through heart center and down by your sides. Place your hands on your hips. Take a quarter turn either way so that you're facing the side, the long edge of your mat. It doesn't matter which way you're facing. And then just take a wide step here. So make sure both of your feet are parallel or slightly pigeon-toed, so turned inwards or parallel. Keep your hands on your hips. Lift your chest. Draw your shoulders back and down away from your ears. Keep your legs strong. Then slowly, slower than you want to, start to hinge forward at your hips. Coming into a wide-legged forward fold. So keep your legs strong. Knead it all the way down. You can rest your hands on the mat in front of you. And just start to find some movement here. Maybe sway side to side. Make sure you're keeping your legs strong. So thighs contracted, hips lift up. Then allow your chest to melt down deeper. Once you start to get comfortable in your forward fold, plant both hands down on the mat in front of you, almost like a halfway lift. Then keep both feet planted flat on the mat. Start to bend into your right knee, bend into your left knee, just shifting your hips side to side. Once again, keeping both feet flat on the mat. Starting to wake up our inner thighs here. So if you're getting a good stretch here, option to keep doing this, stay where you are. Or for the rest of us, if you'd like to move a little bit deeper, the next time you move to the right side, bend into your right knee, allow your left toes to lift up. Come all the way down to rest on your right heel. Walk your fingertips forward, send your hips back. Keep your left foot flexed and breathe here. Press both hands firmly into the mat. Lift both hips up. Shift to the other side, so bend into your left knee. Allow your right toes to lift up. Resting your hips on your left heel. Walk your fingertips forward. Send your hips back. Put both hands on the mat in front of you. Lift yourself back up to center. And stay here in your flat back position. Plant your left hand on the mat directly in front of your face. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling for a nice twist. So breathe here. Keep your legs strong. Stack your shoulders. Draw your right shoulder back. Look up. On your next exhale, come back to center. Hand was. And on your next inhale, reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Keep your legs strong. Stack your shoulders. Roll your left shoulder back. Look up. On your next exhale, come back to center. Relax into your forward fold for a few breaths here. Bring your hands to your hips. Once again, keep your legs strong. Slowly, with control, come all the way back up. When you get to the top, turn your right toes out towards the front edge of your mat. Bring your arms up like a T. Keep both legs straight and strong. Hinge forwards. Bring your right hand down to rest on your right shin, a block, or the mat on the inside of your right foot. For triangle pose. So your left arm is reaching up towards the ceiling. If you have any neck pain, you can keep a neutral neck or you can look down. If your neck's okay, you can look up towards your left thumbnail. Once again, both legs are strong. Lengthen your tailbone back. Lengthen the crown of your head forwards. On your next inhale, start to hover your right fingertips away and bring yourself all the way back up to standing. Place your left hand on the back of your left thigh. Flip your right palm to face up. Reach your right fingertips forwards, up and back. For reverse triangle pose, you can keep your left hand here. You can tuck it around your waist. You can cradle the back of your head with your right hand. Or if it's available to you, you can clasp your fingertips behind your back. Once again, your legs are strong. Think about rotating your left hip and your left side rib cage forwards here. Squeeze your bum, push your hips forwards, lift your chest up and over. Breathe here. Inhale, back to center. Turn to face the middle. Turn your right toes in, turn your left toes out. Flip your palms to face forward. Start to hinge forward. Then bring your left hand down to rest on your left shin, on a block, or on the mat. Reach your right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Once again, if you have any neck issues, you can look down or keep a neutral neck. Or if you'd like, you can look up towards your right thumbnail. So here we're lengthening our spine. So lengthen your tailbone back. Lengthen the crown of your head forwards. Keep your legs strong. Stack your shoulders and breathe. Start to hover your left fingertips up away from your shin. On your next inhale, come all the way back up. Rest your right hand on your right thigh. Flip your front palm, left palm to face up. Then stretch your left fingertips forwards, up and back. Options here. You can cradle your head with your left hand. You can reach your right arm around your waist. Or if it's available to you, you can clasp your fingertips together. Keep your legs strong. Start to rotate your right hip and right rib cage forwards. And squeeze your bum. Press your hips forwards. Lift your chest up. Maybe look up and breathe here. Next, inhale, bring your arms back to a T. Turn your left toes in, bring your hands back to your hips. Step your feet together, come back to the top of your mat. Tadasana, mountain pose. So I'll turn to face you guys. We're going to move into half moon. Keep your feet about hip width distance apart. On your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead, interlace all 10 fingers, release your pointer fingers. Bend your knees, use that to stretch up tall, touch the ceiling, and bend your body over to the right. Really root down through your left foot. Reach your left arm up and over with the help of your right. Lengthen both sides of your body. Draw your left shoulder back. Maybe come down a little deeper. Inhale brings you back up to center. Switch your grip, so opposite thumb on top. Bend your knees, stretch up tall, touch the ceiling, and bend your body over to the left, sending your hips out to the right. Really root down through your right foot. And stretch your right arm up and over with the help of your left. Draw your right shoulder back. Lengthen both sides of your body. Send your hips further to the right. Maybe come down a little deeper. Inhale brings you back up to center. Release the grip. And bring your hands to your hips where your back pockets would be. Engage your glutes. Push your hips forwards. Then lift your chest up, then over, looking for the back wall behind you. So keep shifting more weight into your heels. Lift your chest. Pretend like my hand is in between your shoulder blades, guiding your heart up towards the ceiling. You're welcome to stay here, or if it's available to you, you can start to walk your hands down your back thighs. Take 3 more deep breaths here. Slowly, gently bring yourself back upright. We're going to flow through 1 more full vinyasa here. On your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale as you bow and fold. Inhale, lift you up halfway. Exhale, forward fold, plant both hands down on the mat. Step both feet back to plank pose. Exhale as you lower down. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale, lift your hips up and back to downward dog. Look towards the top of your mat. Inhale and walk forwards. Exhale, bow and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale brings you all the way back up to standing, palms touch. Exhale, hands down through heart center and down by your sides. You can stay at the top of your mat. Transfer your weight into your left foot, then bend your right knee in towards your chest. Place your left hand on the outside of your right thigh, right hand on your right hip. Roll your right shoulder back and start to reach your right fingertips back. We're moving into a twist here. So start to twist your shoulders open to the right. You can keep your gaze forwards, or you can start to look over your right shoulder. Keeping that left leg strong. See if you can reach up a little taller. Twist a little deeper. Inhale, taller. Exhale, twist. 1 more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale brings you back to center. Release the right leg. This time transfer your weight to your right foot. Right foot. Bend your left knee in towards your chest. Keep your right leg strong. Place your right hand on the outside of your left thigh, left hand to your left hip. Roll your left shoulder back. Start to open your shoulders towards the left. Looking over your left shoulder. Maybe start to reach your left fingertips back. Turn your gaze back. Your inhale brings you up a little taller. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, twist deeper. One more inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale brings you back to center. Release the leg. On your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands down through heart center, forward fold. Breathe here, a couple breaths. Bend your knees, take any last little bits of movement that your lower back is craving. Inhale, lift you up halfway. Exhale to bow and fold. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, palms touch. And exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. Stay here. So strong Tadasana mountain pose. Really root down through your feet. Keep your legs strong. Lift your kneecaps up. Tuck your tailbone down. Draw your shoulders back and down. Lift your chest. Tuck your chin. Press evenly into each fingertip. We'll take 3 deep breaths here all together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. 2 more, great big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Last one, deepest breath of your day. Great big inhale. Exhale, let it go. You can close your eyes, tuck your chin to your chest. If you've got the time, you're welcome to take a Shavasana. If not, you can begin your day here. So I'll leave you here in Tadasana, ready to start your day. So just take one more moment here. Thank yourself for showing up on your mat today. And remind yourself to have an awesome day today, whatever that looks like to you, whatever that means to you. Just choose to have a good day. The light within me honors the light within each of you. Namaste.